Good afternoon, I'm Lance Hurley. It's great to have you here at the Academy as we talk about a very important thing today. I've used this illustration in the past to talk about the importance of having a connection to God. I wired this up myself. I took the plug and wired it, and we have two different wires running to this light bulb here. Now, here's how it works. As it's connected together, you see power flow. Now there's a problem with this connection. And the reality of it is, it's really not connected at this point in time. So here's what you do. You take these two wires and you use this little item here, a wire nut. You take the wires, you put them together, you tighten the nut, and look what happens. Power is able to flow uninterrupted, which is very important. Yeah, I don't think it's coincidental that the early church had the power it did. The early church had the power it did because they practiced prayer as a church. It was a vital part of the church's life. So much so, in fact, that in Acts 6, when other situations came up with that the apostles could have given their attention to, they appointed other men, the deacons, to go and take care of these things so that they could give their attention to prayer and the ministry of the word. Those two things. You know, there is a discipline that keeps power flowing into a church planter's life. And the discipline is prayer. We've seen this importance corporately as an organization. I mean, as Ignite, we practice prayer regularly. We have a weekly prayer call, in fact, where people call in together and we pray together on the phone. We began this practice 2 years ago, the month of January. We prayed for 30 days in a row about things of matters of importance to us. We did the same thing this year. And we began to notice things, that God was answering our specific prayer. It was exciting to see what God was doing as we prayed. We pray, God answered. He brought us more planters. He brought us more partners. He brought financial donations in. Prayer works. And that's why it is one of our core values as an organization. It's one of my personal core values as well. When it comes to having power from God, I know it only comes as I'm connected to Him. I try to pray every day for opportunities to talk to people about Jesus. It's amazing to me how the Spirit opens up opportunities to do that. I pray for more planters. Yesterday, I talked to 3 potential planters. You know, prayer, simply put, is talking to and listening to God. Now we're going to spend a whole other session in the Academy talking about listening to God. But I want you to know that prayer is a non-negotiable when it comes to planting a church. A planter must be connected to God regularly through prayer. You must be a prayer. You see, without this continual connection, even if a person has great talent, there'll come a point in the planting process where the pressure and the challenges become too much. And if we don't have this connection, it puts us in a dangerous place. I don't want that for you. God doesn't want that for you either. So here are a couple of things I want you to think about as you process this idea of prayer. First of all, what is your current prayer life like? Okay, you know that. You know that. Secondly, where do I find the greatest connection with the Father in prayer? I mean, is there a certain place where you need to go to regularly so you can connect with the Father and have His light pour through you? And then thirdly, what steps do I need to take to grow my prayer life in the next 30 days? Yeah, put 1 or 2 things into practice and just see what happens as you implement what God's calling you to do. And also, if you'd like, I want you to know and be a part of what we're doing as an organization prayer-wise. Every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, we pray together. And you can go to our website and find the information, or I think the number and the meeting ID will be right across the screen here. So you can write this down and join us some Wednesday morning, and you can see the core value of prayer we put into place. Prayer. It's all about staying connected. Thanks for being a part of the Academy today.